Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the GameCast NewsCast. I am Snowy, otherwise known as Count Fracula. Joining me after being a bit of a dick last week is Max.
Excuse me.
You're the one who didn't tell me you couldn't do it.
I forgot what we say. That's changed the days. I'm sorry.
It's not my problem, mate.
I know. Well, I'm back. Hi, everyone.
Yes. And no guest this week because whatever didn't happen. And yeah, let's talk about some news.
Woot.
Sonic the Hedgehog, a series mired by a lot of shit games. Let's be fair.
Yep.
Along with, a few very good games. Sonic Mania, Sonic's 1, 2, and 3, and Knuckles.
Generations.
Generations,
kind of.
yeah. Colors for some people.
Yep. Lost World for some people, though I disagree with that one.
No, I found that incredibly weird and boring.
It was boring, right? It was boring.
Yeah.
How do you make that Sonic game boring?
Well,
at least the other ones were
Ask
just
Sonic
bad.
Team, they seem to be very good at it.
Yeah. Lord.
It was also accompanied by quite a good TV series called Sonic Underground. If you remember that one. I remember.
Lost World was?
No, just Sonic in general.
Oh. Apparently all the TV shows are good. I didn't know about that one. But I know even the Sonic Mania TV show is good, apparently.
I didn't know
apparently it's
Sonic
meta
Mania
as
one.
hell. Oh yeah, it launched with the game Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania was supposed to reboot the whole universe, and then...
What, you mean Sonic Boom was supposed to?
Fuck, Boom, sorry. That's what
I think it's Boom that you meant, yeah.
Yes, I'm reading Sonic Mania.
To be fair, it would be
article.
infinitely better than the game, Sonic Boom.
No, the show was apparently good. The Sonic Boom
Okay.
show. I think it's still on. And it's apparently very meta and funny and very progressive, I guess, which is good or bad depending on your views. But yeah.
So there's that. Sonic Underground, the one I remember, was a bit different because Sonic had two siblings.
What?
And they were all they were related. They were the children of this princess of this land who Robotnik, because he was actually called Robotnik in this series, took over. It's the only animated series where he's referred to as Robotnik, and it's the only good one now. So, yeah, that was a series that was actually quite good. I really enjoyed that series.
Okay.
And then, yeah, so, Sonic as a franchise, I would give a solid 40%.
Did you just score the Sonic franchise?
The entire franchise, if you take everything as good, bad, I'd say it has a 40% hit rate.
Interesting. Can we start scoring franchises?
Sure.
Can we make this a regular thing?
Why not? Let's do that. Assassin's Creed, 20%.
Right.
Let's start some proper fanboy wars.
That would be a great series, actually. That'd be interesting. It's obviously been done before, but framing it differently.
Yeah. Mario. I'm not going down that well.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah. Who knows? We might do that if we're very light on content one week. Anyway.
I feel like that'd be a long project.
That would be, probably. So, we were talking about Sonic and its weird hit rate, and I'd say that all of the non-game properties, bar maybe a few weird comics, are pretty good, pretty solid. And there've been rumours of a movie now for a long time, and then it was sort of greenlit in 2016, and there was a sort of vague release date given about 2018, roughly. It is currently 2018, if you didn't know. And now we have a proper release date of the 15th of November, 2019. So a little bit later than we thought it would be. Now,
Yay!
here's where my enthusiasm jumps right off a cliff. Quote, the Sonic film will be a mix of CGI and live action. End quote.
Yep.
Oh.
I'll bet you he'll have a human girlfriend.
Oh, no.
But they, like, won't interact or whatever the hell, like, what always happens. So they just, like, talk to each other weirdly.
Oh, God.
But for some reason, she's his girlfriend.
And doesn't get arrested for bestiality for no particular reason.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. You've made it even worse for me now. How the fuck did you manage that?
Because that's what always happens. He always somehow, like, has a human girlfriend. But the thing is,
Does
it
he?
was an anime.
Yeah,
like in the older shows.
Really? I thought that only happened
I'm, like,
in Sonic 06.
99% sure.
Oh.
No, I don't think it was ever in the games. Aside, maybe Sonic 06.
Sonic 06.
Was that his girlfriend? Is that his girlfriend?
They kissed.
Ew, what the hell?
I know.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that reminds me. Have you seen... It's in one of the Wii Sonic games, like, you know, that, like, Black Knight series or whatever the hell?
Yeah.
Someone in Tech Raptor, like, a month ago, shared the end of one of the games, and it's a CGI cutscene. And Sonic's, like, he's dead serious. This isn't ironic at all. He walks into, like, the tower where she is, and he's like, if I could, I'd wish for 1,000,000 handkerchiefs so you could stop crying, or something like that. He, like, literally says, I wish for 1,000,000 handkerchiefs. And they rain from the sky. I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking send this to you.
Oh, God, that's fucking horrendous. Oh, no.
I wish for a mountain of handkerchiefs, yeah. Oh my god, it's the funniest thing. And it's like completely, it's not ironic in any way, shape, or form. Like, it's very real. I'm just gonna throw that right there. Ah, wow, that was a terrible link. Hold on.
The fact that you use Bing makes me
pays for my
offended.
Xbox Live.
I am
offended
on a personal level that you use Bing.
Haven't we went over this?
Disgust me.
I went over this with so many people. I don't know who knows and who doesn't. But it pays for my Xbox Live, okay?
Tut.
I literally don't have to pay
How
for
does
Xbox
that even
Live.
work? You use
Because
Bing
I get reward points. And I use the internet so much because of work. Yeah. And you get rewards. You redeem your reward points. Yeah.
What for? Just for using Bing?
Yeah.
Is that how desperate they are for people to use their shit search engine?
Yep. And it's fucking working, son. Sometimes though, like when I'm like working and like Bing isn't working, I'll just open a Google window and I'll just work from Google. But
you should be ashamed for using that thing. It is
a
pile of
it's
utter
temporary
cankers.
It's temporary.
Of course it is. While I look at that, would you like to know who is executive producer of this film?
Steven Spielberg.
No. We have director of Deadpool, Tim Miller.
What?
As executive producer of
what?
the Sonic the Hedgehog film.
Are you kidding me? You know Deadpool was his first movie, his first full-length movie.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy. But you know what's even more what's pretty funny is that he's got kicked off of Deadpool 2 because he was apparently trying to make it like too flashy and too CGI or something.
So this is what he's on now. Yeah. Oh god.
This is why he went from Deadpool 2 to this. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
To be fair, that actually makes me a bit more hopeful. A tiny bit. But I wish for a mountain of handkerchiefs.
I just got to that line. Oh, wow.
Like, that's real!
Shara, will you grant me one more wish? I wish for a mountain of handkerchiefs. Now, just let yourself cry, as much as you need to. You'll have plenty of handkerchiefs to help you through it.
That's gonna be the Sonic movie right there.
I feel myself wanting to be sick. That's fucking awful. Oh god, I'm gonna have to put that on the screen while that's on.
Yeah.
Just to show
Yeah.
people the awfulness of that.
Like,
Jesus.
that sounds like something I wouldn't believe someone if they just told me that exists.
That sounds like something that people don't talk like that.
Yeah.
That's not something people say or do. That's just hideous. Oh god. Anyway, do you know what the funny thing is about this though? Because they've announced the Mario film,
Oh, right.
and this is gonna be like back in the 80s again because it's Mario and Sonic fighting each other again.
Yeah, except one is way down this time.
Well, yeah, it's a bit. Because
there was a point when Sonic was more popular than Mario, and then
for like 2 games.
Yeah, I know. Well, then the creator left or something, right? Isn't that what happened? And then it just all went to shit.
Maybe, but yeah,
someone left. I just don't remember who it was.
Anyone with common sense.
Yeah, it's pretty drastic though. Like, one person leaves and suddenly the entire series is just dead. Like, damn.
Oh, so yeah, that's the Sonic movie is going to be a thing. It doesn't look like it's going to be a good thing.
You never know.
Let's just move on. No, go on. Do you have any thoughts then? Any ideas of how the Sonic movie might be?
I don't expect it to be good. I don't think anyone does. But I
don't expect
we didn't
anything
expect
to be
the
good.
Lego movie to be good. Remember the Lego movie? We all thought that was going to be shit.
I expected that to be quite good because I have faith in
Really?
Lego.
I didn't expect it to be.
But I've watched
like,
things
what
like
the
their
hell?
little Lego Batman shorts are quite funny, so I expected something half decent from them.
Fair. But that movie was incredible.
Yes.
Regardless.
It is a very good
That
film,
movie
and
was... Yeah.
I'm a bit biased in that regard because I own a Lego town.
Fair point. But
Yeah.
that could have just been a fucking advertisement like the Emoji Movie.
Oh, it was. That's basically
it could
what
have
that
been
film
like...
was.
I know,
it
but
was
I'm
just
saying
a
it could have
big
been
advert for
nothing
Lego.
more. It was,
Oh, right,
but
it was actually a good film as well. Yeah. Speaking of, I got a Lego set the other day. It's from the Lego
enough.
Batman movie. It's the Penguin's car.
That's awesome.
It's really cool. Penguin car Lego.
Or I guess,
it's-
like the Facebook movie. We thought that was going to be bad, too. It wasn't.
The Facebook... Oh, do you mean...
The Social Network.
Oh, I didn't watch that because I don't care.
Oh, that's
I
one of
don't
my
like
favorite
Mark
movies of all
Zuckerberg, so...
time.
Yeah.
It doesn't portray him well.
No.
Let me tell you.
That's the Lego set that I bought the other day.
Holy shit, that's way bigger than I thought it would be.
It's really cool.
I guess more built in, yeah, like more intense.
It's really
That's
pretty.
awesome.
Yeah. It came with a Batman, so I took one of the gargoyles that I put on top of the Parisian restaurant, sort of had the one in the middle knocked off, and then Batman standing there instead.
That's awesome.
I thought it was quite fun. Anyway. So yeah, Sonic is probably going to be shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next story!
Yeah.
Oh, go on,
Yeah,
if you
never
got something
mind.
to say.
I was just going to say, Angry Birds I heard wasn't terrible. I heard it's alright.
I
didn't
heard it
watch
was
I don't want
appalling.
to. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I heard
I
it was
heard
alright.
that it has a really sort of awful... Oh, there was a really weird, awful message in it, like really sort of almost propaganda-like message in it.
No way. That's awesome.
That's a bit weird. Anyway,
Well, I'm going to go on the Rotten Tomatoes.
let's move on.
Oh, that's a 43. Okay. Yep, moving on.
Yeah. So you know how piracy's a bit shit?
Just a tad.
Yeah, little bit. You know how anti-piracy measures are also a little bit shit?
Usually, yeah.
Yeah, because they don't work and they just get in the way of everyone's experience.
Right.
Yeah. Someone's taken that a little bit too far.
And who is that someone?
The someone is Flight Sim Labs. They develop add-ons.
I know them.
Do you? Okay.
No.
Okay. They develop add-ons for the Microsoft Flight Simulator games, which are, by all accounts, good.
Yeah, they're fun.
Never got into flight sims. I don't know why. They seem like something I'd like.
They do. I played one for class in high school. That's the only reason I have any experience with it. But they do seem like something that would be up your alley.
Yeah, the only one of them I've ever remotely got into was, it was called, I think it was X-Plane, and it was on, I had it on my iPod Touch.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, like, I had it for a while, and then I just don't anymore because I don't have anything on my iPod apart from music now. So yeah, I only have music on my iPod now, so I don't have it anymore. But I was just like, for ages I just played that, and I don't know why. But that's the only flight simulator I've had any proper experience with, and I can't really think of a reason why that is. But yeah, so
sorry, Sully just posted in the news chat. He was like, "What on earth to the Sonic thing?"
Oh no.
Lord. But yeah, piracy.
Piracy, yeah. So this developer decided to, in an effort to combat pirates. I say pirates. According to Casey in our Discord, he said it was to combat specifically one guy. Now,
really?
Because yeah, I don't know whether or not that's true, but I want that to be true because that's fucking funny.
Yeah, me too.
So yeah, to combat one person's piracy, they added in what was effective, in fact not effectively, it was actually some malware into this bit of DLC. And this isn't just for pirate copies, there is a bit of malware in this DLC that when activated can harvest the personal data of that person on their computer.
Yep.
Which is illegal. That is an illegal thing to do in most countries. I suspect in the country where this DLC was developed as well.
Yeah.
So they've broken the law, and there's several different laws they've broken by doing this. So
well, can we read the quote that they said in response to this?
Oh, go on. I'll let you read it.
Okay. While the majority of our customers understand that the fight against piracy is a difficult and ongoing battle that sometimes requires drastic measures, we realize that a few of you were uncomfortable with this particular method, which might be considered to be a bit heavy-handed on our part.
Heavy-handed? You put a virus on people's computers deliberately.
Oh my god.
Right.
Oh, this wasn't on accident?
No.
Oh, this was on purpose. Okay,
yes!
I didn't even know that.
It was malware. They said it was DRM, but it's actually a piece of malware that does this thing. It only activates when it detects that the version of the game you're playing is pirated. But what if that piece of malware got activated accidentally?
Which could totally happen.
I'm gonna say, that is not beyond the bounds of reason. If someone even remotely decides to mod the files on this bit of DLC...
Which I'm sure they do.
Exactly. Then that might trigger the malware to activate. So, that's... There's heavy-handed, in air quotes, and then there's this. This is a whole other level of what the fuck.
I think it's amazing.
Yeah. It's bad. It's real bad. The software extracts all of the affected users' personal information stored in Google Chrome, the browser, which can include passwords, billing information, and other data. So technically, wouldn't bother me because I store nothing in Chrome at all, because I'm very security conscious.
Fair.
So, yeah. This guy is probably going to get sued by somebody.
Is it one dude? Or just the dude that talked?
I don't know.
Yeah, either way, someone from his team is going to get sued.
Yeah, someone's
Most
getting
likely.
some sort of legal action taken against them, whether it's by a country or a group of people, because what they have done is quite explicitly illegal.
Yep. I don't know
They have,
who thought
however,
it wouldn't be.
Pardon?
I don't know who thought that, like, it wasn't, or like who thought this was a good idea.
Them apparently.
Yeah.
They have, however, apologized, and they've detailed how the installer works, and they've offered refunds and released an updated version of the DLC that got rid of that.
Whoa.
Yeah. Its founder admitted that they maintain they didn't keep or share any extracted personal information, so it's just a sort of threat. Empty threat, really. Like, they
Right.
had the data, but they just deleted it. But its founder admitted that its attempts at warding off the pirates may have been a breach of trust. No! You don't say. Like, not only does this breach several piracy-based laws and internet-based laws, there are actually antitrust laws, and I think that this breaks a couple of those.
Okay. Just a lot of illegal things that should be common sense to not do
Yeah,
this, but
don't transfer malware onto people's computers.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Just, it's pretty easy.
Apparently not.
top comment on this article that we're reading it from. Even though this is stupid as hell, it just serves to prove that most DRM systems are hardly discernible from actual malware. The only difference is who provides it.
Ooh, damn. That's
Hot
savage.
damn. Second comment, thought this was going to be an article about Denuvo. Whey. Yeah, fuck
True,
DRM, incidentally. I know piracy's a thing and it's bad and whatever, but fuck DRM, because it fucks with games.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I just expect these things to happen nowadays. I don't know. Like,
True. So, yeah,
thing after thing.
it is. It's a shit thing. So,
Yeah.
It's at least fixed now, but something tells me
Only
that
'cause it
company
got
might well not be making many more Microsoft Flight Simulator add-ons now.
Yeah.
Let's
Fair point.
Let's move on. So, Nintendo. Now, there's a thing about Nintendo. Well, there's a few things about Nintendo that are a bit shit. Let's be fair. The Switch is good. There's good games on the Switch. They're not a perfect company. Stop pretending
Nope.
that they are. Their stance on Let's Plays is a prime example of that. And
They're very protective of their IP. Or IPs.
yes, exactly. So, on the Switch, or this is on Nintendo platforms in general, refunds are very difficult to get in general. And now, this isn't a thing that should be difficult to get, and it's only a thing that things like Steam have managed to get right in the last few years. Sony have also got it right. Microsoft haven't either, in the interests of being fair and balanced about this. Nintendo
Nope.
aren't the
I
only
had to
company
do it the
that
other
do
day.
this. All right, fun.
Yeah.
But in a rather specific accusation, the Norwegian government have accused Nintendo of breaking the law, whether they mean their law or European law, over their pre-order refund policy, which means if you pre-order a game from the Nintendo eShop, you waive your right to get a refund within 14 days.
What?
That's not legal. Like,
That's dumb.
That's genuinely not legal. You can't
not allow a refund for a product you don't have.
Well, even then, like, if you then get the product and you decide you don't want it, you can't refund it.
Yeah, that I'm used to, honestly, with digital. As trash as that is.
Well, you download a trashy game, most people aren't going to refund them. But then you got things like the Switch port of WWE 2K18 that runs at literally half the speed.
Right.
Like, that game is broken beyond belief, and they are showing no signs of fixing it. And several people can't get refunds because apparently they have waived their right to a refund, even though European law specifically states that if a product doesn't work as intended, then the consumer is entitled to a full refund.
Mm.
It very explicitly states that.
Lord.
Yeah.
Well, there was an update where Nintendo was like, yeah, we're fine. The operation of the Nintendo eShop in Europe is fully compliant with European laws regarding the statutory rights of customers. But Snowy actually had some insight on that.
Yes, because Norway isn't part of the EU and doesn't necessarily follow European laws. They can have their own different laws in some respects. Mind you, a lot of European countries can. Shut the fuck up, Brexiteers. Just putting that out there. But most countries follow these European laws because they're fucking sensible. Sorry,
Fair
just
point.
a little side rant there. That's a different topic entirely that pisses me off.
Let's record a podcast on it.
No. That would be a terrible mistake.
I'd love it.
I'm sure you would. I'm sure quite a few GameCast people or fans would like it, but at the same time, a lot of people wouldn't, and I would get very angry.
Yeah.
Oh dear. But Nintendo aren't actually the only company that are under fire from what is the Norwegian Consumer Council. They're the equivalent of I can't remember the consumer rights thing we have in this country. What's the one that you have? I'm sure there's one.
The consumer rights thing?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Anyway, it found of the 7 leading digital video game platforms, only Origin and Steam have adequate systems in place for refunding purchased video games. But apparently Nintendo, quote, stands out from the rest when it comes to pre-ordering, because even with Microsoft's system, if you pre-order a game, you can still get it refunded. It's a ball ache, but you can get it refunded.
That's true.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. But
yeah. Quote.
I can't believe they allow that.
Yeah. To quote the NCC specifically, the company plainly states that all purchases are final. According to the right of withdrawal laid down in the Consumer Rights Directive, such terms are illegal. Until the game can be downloaded and launched, the seller cannot prohibit the customer from cancelling their pre-order. So, yeah. Like, if you pre-ordered a Switch game from somewhere like Game or GameStop, then you could cancel that pre-order, theoretically. But if you buy it through Switch's eStore, then no, you can't. So... no. That's not legal. And
but
to be honest...
the future.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it legal.
The
funny thing is, Nintendo were trying to tell a government what their own laws are.
Yeah.
I think they know better
Honestly,
than you, Nintendo.
that sounds to me like they're just trying to say that to see if they'll give up, and then they obviously won't, and then Nintendo's actually gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah.
That's honestly what that sounds like to me.
European refund law. If you buy goods in a shop, you have no EU legal right to return the goods unless the item is faulty. However, many shops voluntarily allow customers to return or exchange goods during a certain period of time.
Does that include digital stuff, though?
Let's have a look.
Because I'd imagine digital has its own fucking rules.
In the EU, you have the right to return. This is for returns of orders and purchases made outside shops, online, by phone, or mail order. In the EU, you have the right to return these purchases within 14 days for a full refund. You can do so for any reason, even if you simply change your mind. The 14-day cooling off period does not apply to all purchases. Some exemptions are plane tickets, goods and drinks delivered to you by regular delivery, for example, by a milkman. Goods made... Well, so you can't just go, I don't want this milk anymore, have it back.
Right.
Goods made to order or clearly personalised, such as a tailor-made suit. Sealed audio, video, or computer software, such as DVDs, you have unsealed upon receipt. Digital content, if you have already started downloading or streaming it. Goods bought from a private individual rather than a company. Urgent repairs and maintenance contracts. So if you call a plumber, you can't cancel the work once you've agreed upon the price. I didn't know that. So
we need that in freelance world.
Yes. So the only things there that might relate to the Nintendo eStore include online digital content, but that specifically states if you've already started downloading or streaming it.
Do you download a game when it's pre-ordered? Does that work on Switch?
No, you don't.
Okay.
So that's not correct for them then. And the other one that might apply to them is sealed audio, video, or computer software, such as DVDs, which you have already unsealed upon receipt. But again, no, that doesn't apply here. Because it's a pre-order.
Yeah. And, again, Norway might have different rules in general.
Yeah. I know that our laws in Britain are a little bit more strict than that, actually, when it comes to refunds.
Fair enough. That's how they should be.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, it's... Nintendo are actually just unequivocally wrong here. just gonna say that they are wrong about this. They literally have no right to refuse you your refund or cancelling a pre-order. Ooh.
We'll see about that one.
Yes, we shall. That might lead to Nintendo's refund policy actually being overhauled, which would be nice, you know.
And then hopefully Microsoft's. They told me when I got the refund from Monster Hunter, because of that whole code ordeal, they originally said, it was so weird because I was in the chat with the person, like the text chat, and like the store page says no refunds. But the reason I actually looked it up is because I remember they did like an insider update where they were testing refunds exactly like Steam's, like fucking last summer or something. And I guess nothing ever came of that. But so I went in, and the lady on the other side, she was talking so robotic. It almost sounded like I was talking to an AI, or looked like, because I was reading it. It was text. But and she was like, "Yeah, we don't offer refunds on digital products, but I'm gonna try and get this refunded for you. All right?" And I was like, okay, thanks. That sentence contradicts itself, but okay. And basically there was this whole ordeal, and I kept like telling her, I was like, no, like I told her I got another copy in the mail and like it's on its way. Like I bought a physical copy. But then she goes, all right, well, just so you know, we offer one refund every 365 days per account. So just know that this is your only refund for the year or something. And I was just
So
like,
now you can't get anything
so you-
refunded until the 22nd of February next year.
right.
Haha.
Well, this was like when the game came out, but yeah. So it was like 3 weeks ago now. But the worst part is like she was trying to tell me otherwise. So if I didn't fight her, I wouldn't have even gotten that refund. Like my one refund a year.
The funny thing is, I'll bet if you rang up like later in the year to get another refund, they'd probably give it to you.
Right? They probably would. And you know what she said?
Do you know what
she
it
said
probably
to me,
is?
She was like, what?
I think it's probably that they're told to not give you a refund unless you insist or like you argue
Pretty fucked up.
for it. Yeah, but
You know what she told me?
go on.
This was just like a support group or a support chat where like there's no like interaction. Like I have no idea who she was. There's no contact information. She goes, "Would you send us a photo of the physical copy when you get it?" With like a smiley face. And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure, I'll do that." And like then the chat just ended. I even if I got a physical copy, I have no idea how I would have sent them an image of it. I don't know who I would have sent that to or anything. So it's just kind of like, sure. That obviously didn't happen, but it's skeezy, honestly.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like it's shitty. It's stupid. It makes no sense. Like this shouldn't have been an issue in the first place. It should have just been able to happen.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Consumers should be entitled to refunds for their goods, especially if they don't work properly, Nintendo. So that's
and
a thing.
Especially if we're trying to make digital like the thing to do now. Like
I know, you've
that's
got
not
to
okay.
add consumer rights to that thing.
Like they never lowered the prices. Games have no reason to be 60 digital. There's no reason.
No, they don't.
There's no shipping or anything. And they said they said like that's one of the advantages of digital when all this shit started, like back in fucking 2013. That's obviously not the case.
I find it funny that
bullshit.
you believed they'd even lower them.
Fair point. Well, this was like before it was even like out, so we had every reason
Yeah.
to believe that. But I mean, Steam to a point does it, and like you still have like GOG and like Green Man Gaming and all that stuff. Like they do it. Like I just saw an ad literally for Amazon Prime. If I pre-order it with if I pre-order Kingdom Hearts 3 with Amazon Prime, I get 20% off. Like that's awesome. Like, and that's physical. Now that I think about it, actually, that's a physical game still, and I'm still getting 20% off. So digital should be that way. That's really dumb. That's really, really dumb. And I just honestly that opens up the whole argument of like digital versus physical, that sort of shit. We should have a split screen on that. Snowy, you should be on it.
Yeah, why not? That sounds fun.
Because Mark and I want to start doing like 1v3s and like 2v1s and stuff, or like 2v2s on it.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
So, anyway, yeah, refunds should be a thing, and they're not, and that's disappointing. And let's move on to a funny story. Hooray! Yay! Positive!
Sort of.
Yeah. We'll start with the negative bit, though, first, because it's about paladins, and that's not negative in and of itself. Don't know why I phrased it like that. But Paladins got an update recently that adds in loot boxes, which in a free-to-play game wouldn't be the end of the world just on its own, because, you know, it's a free game. It had microtransactions, but, you know, loot boxes might be a little extra sort of, I don't know if add-on's the right word, that might be, I don't know, be more palatable anyway than just in a full-price game. But these loot boxes are not just little sort of cosmetic things. They actually contain things that affect the game and the gameplay, making it technically a pay-to-win game, which is lovely.
It's almost as if they didn't pay attention to the industry they exist in over the past like 7 months or so.
They got their head in the sand. I just didn't notice any of the whole controversy around all of that stuff.
Pretty much.
Who needs to pay attention to things, eh?
Yep. I don't understand the logic here, but yeah, go on with the story.
So, this, quite rightly, annoyed quite a few fans of this game, because, let's be honest, it's a very popular game, because it's basically an Overwatch-style game, but for free. So that's going to attract quite a lot of people, rightly so. I've been tempted to play it for a while. I'm not going to now, but I've been tempted to.
That went out the window.
Yeah, pretty much. And in what is possibly the best response to this kind of thing that I've ever seen, instead of people getting righteously angry and in just all the righteous indignation in the world hurled at this game, the subreddit for Paladins has been flooded with very poor fan art of the characters of the game to protest this Cards Unbound update.
Yep.
It's the best thing.
It's funny as hell.
It's so funny.
It's just a bunch of shit.
Yeah. Almost all of these posts are being... Sorry, I just found another funny one. Almost all of these posts are put under the humor tag in the subreddit, which you can filter out if you just want to look at the certain bits, basically. This does come. I'm just gonna skip ahead to the end of this story. Do you know why? It worked.
I would hope so.
The shit fan art worked. They removed the update.
I would have been weirded out if they didn't. That would have been really bad.
This is true. Let's go. Hey, loads of crap fan art. Yay!
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, they've actually completely got rid of the
IGN
update.
reported on this.
So it seems that it's worked, and positive things have happened. Wow.
Oh, this is High Res Studios. I didn't know this. This is the guys that make Smite. And people like Smite. Smite has a very happy fan base.
Yeah.
So that's really surprising to hear.
That is.
Also, this update was introduced back in November. Why is this news coming out now?
I think the specific loot boxes were introduced after that.
Oh, okay.
One of the comments at the moment, so do we flood this subreddit with really good art now?
That's actually a really funny comment.
That is well done.
Yeah.
So yeah, to be honest, great.
Yeah. Shouldn't have happened.
Let's talk about the shit fan art more because it's fucking hilarious. I just want to talk about shit fan art because it's amazing.
You should throw it in the public chat.
Oh yeah, I will. In a minute.
It's it's literally just it's like high quality scribbles. Basically.
Pretty much. It's just yeah, the stuff that you just expect, I don't know, someone who's just starting drawing. Me, for example, to draw.
There you go.
Something I draw. I'm that shit at drawing.
Same.
Yeah.
It's like memes. They basically look like
yes,
trash memes.
It is. It's the trash meme stuff, like the old Rage comics.
Yeah.
Oh, do you remember them when they were the memes?
The good old days.
Memes at
Actually,
the moment.
I'd say memes are in a good place.
I like the current sort of crop.
Memes are good.
So yeah, it's just the best crap fan art you can ever think of. That doesn't sound quite right when you think about it, does it? The best crap fan art. Doesn't make a lot of sense, really, does it?
You'll understand the second you see them.
Oh yeah, I'll probably put.
It'll make perfect
screen,
sense.
But yeah, or go and watch my news video where I did a proper art montage. I even used that sort of weird art montage music that everyone knows.
That's amazing.
You know, the one that no one ever knows the name of, but it's the art montage music.
I have an idea, yes.
Yeah. It's pretty great. So, yeah. That's the brilliant response, though.
Yeah, it is.
To a bad thing, to respond, instead of being like... with actually...
And the fact that it worked.
Funny things like that. Just a sort of mass community... Not even a shout, just a sort of weird fucking what the hell. Brilliant. It is absolutely brilliant. And
yeah, it is.
And it worked. So yes. Hooray! Happy
Congrats,
news
team.
to end on. Congratulations, Paladins fans. You may well get me back on board. that brings us to the end of another GameCast Newscast. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, subscribe, share, follow, whatever you fancy. And if you're watching on the Twitch broadcast,
Hello.
Hello. Hope you're enjoying it. We're about halfway through at the moment. I think that's where this falls. Just keep watching for more stuff. If you're watching on YouTube, hi again. And hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned to GameCast for lots of brilliant content. We're making some good stuff at the moment. And it's all good stuff. Apparently I've been saying lovely too much, according to Hillary. So I'm making a conscious effort to not say lovely as much.
That's amazing.
Exactly. It's a bit weird. Anyway, thank you very much, Max, for joining me again.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
That's all right. And I'm going to try and get Vox on next week. It's a long shot, but I'd like to have him back on at some point. I miss him too. Don't tell him that. He'll get it. He'll get it. The ego. We won't be able to handle that.
Vox doesn't have an ego.
No. To be fair, I come across like I have much more of an ego than I actually do.
Yeah, but it's funny and we know you're joking.
True. So anyway, yes, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next time. Goodbye!
Goodbye, everyone!
Bye, Dr. Nick.